feels like a lot. I feel like I have to focus really hard. So I'm like, my legs, my feet, I can't keep them up. That's always my favorite thing, is to know that like I can bring like joy and chuckles into your life, as well as boys, let me know.
This is honestly the most awkward one.
I know, I feel like the most cheesy. Tell me, what is?
In like the new cultural sense, it's like if you get on an airplane, you don't use your phone, you don't use headphones in front of you.
Just be present?
That's
to
called
be
raw.
Present is to be raw. What the I don't know, my brain can't work, let's see.
Welcome to Fast Ones. 10 questions in 10 minutes. We start at 1 mile an hour and we ramp up to 10 miles an hour. Today we have a guest, Miss Riley Reid. Hello, Miss Riley Reid.
I'm encouraging people to read and hi.
All right, well, let's start at the top. Who are you and what are we doing here today?
Well, hi, I'm an adult performer. Riley Reid is my stage name. I've been in the adult industry for about 15 years or something like that. Now I've kind of like grown my brand to do a lot more. I'm in the production side. I have an agency. I do some clothing. I kind of dabble a little bit everywhere. So I'm kind of like your just household star name.
What would you say is the best and worst things about your industry?
Some of my favorite things in the industry is meeting the people and the types of people that I meet, because you really get, you know, people's most authentic version of themselves in whatever way that means, from like the type of arousal or their high kink fetishes. You know, like a regular person that you see, you don't know their fetishes or what they're interested in and their desires.
Okay,
it's time to go up.
Go up to 2.0.
So I think that it's like really nice to be able to
get to know people's real side.
Yeah, their most authentic version.
And then what would you say is like the downside, like the worst thing?
I think the downside is not really the job itself, but it's like society's stigma towards people in my job title. So I feel like there's like so many little things where it's like bank accounts will shut us down or stuff like that. And there's like a lot of like random things like that I feel like as a society we could treat stars a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's probably the biggest downside.
Yeah, the stigma around it. Maybe the disconnect, because a lot of people, everyone's having sex. Like that's how we propagate the species. Why do we have so many taboos and hang-ups about it?
Religion.
Yeah. Well, as we're getting ramped up here, let's take a shot of Ketone-IQ.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's time to go up one more. Go up to 3.
Up to 3. All right, cheers.
What was your first big breakthrough?
Honestly, I feel like my first breakthrough probably was like just in the adult world. So like maybe 2015 is like when I won like a adult female performer of the year, and I won a bunch of awards that year. And that's kind of when I started doing. And after that, my career kind of really started to take off, and I got more and more popularity. Basically, kind of after that, but it started with I think in 2015, just doing my Being Riley DVD with the Tushy.com.
And can you talk more about your like upbringing, childhood, and how that maybe impacted career decisions you made or didn't make?
Sure. I see we're gonna have to go up again in like 2 seconds.
Here we go.
Okay. Like now I have to like do, what is it that those like ladies who do the power walking?
Yeah, this is honestly the most awkward one, because it's like between
I know,
that walk.
I feel like the most cheesy.
Yeah. You can't quite run yet. It's like a trot.
I do feel like a character in like a movie or something. My upbringing, I don't know. I feel like probably like growing up in Florida made it really easy for me to like accept sexuality and everything, because it's like so hot, everyone's like naked, there's nude beaches, you're in bikinis, the culture is tits and ass and stuff, high Latin culture, so I feel like that made it really easy for me to like grasp sexuality, and I feel like growing up in South Florida really like helped shape my curiosity in sex.
Interesting, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. If people have been to South Florida, it's got that like openness to it, right?
Yeah, it's totally different.
All right, +1.
Oh! It's definitely getting more intense now. I was like, this is so easy. I could do this.
What's the biggest risk you've taken in your career?
Coming to do this right now. I don't know. I mean, I feel like just getting in my career was probably the biggest risk I could have taken, is like starting to do
Yeah.
is a pretty gnarly risk.
Here's a fun one. You've probably heard people talking about like raw dogging is a term, like raw dogging an airplane flight. Have you seen this new meme?
Raw dog, like no condom?
Yeah, but people are using it to mean like other things.
Oh.
So we're at the minute. Okay, I gotta pop up here.
Yeah, it's your turn to talk. Tell me, what is raw dogging?
that in like the new cultural sense, it's like if you get on an airplane, you don't use your phone, you don't use headphones, you just stare at the seat in front of you.
Just be present?
That's called raw.
To be present is to be raw dogging? What the f?
It's I don't know, it's a new meme that's like coming up these days. Like people bragging about, I just raw dogged a intercontinental flight.
Oh. They sound like losers.
So you would just call that mindfulness. And that's not.
I would just call that being present in the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess raw dogging is kind of cool, but when I think of raw dogging, I mean like you tap that ass, no condom.
Yeah,
You better get that STD check next.
Coming from the industry, what do you think of that becoming like a kind of like funny meme term that people are using when they're talking about like, oh, I went for a run without my GPS watch and no headphones. I raw dogged my run today.
I would definitely think that everyone's just running like commando.
Yeah,
like I'm just picturing like
it went.
But like I feel like that's also my head's in the gutter.
Gotta go up one.
Oh, we go up.
Yeah, so this is where it starts getting maybe a little. We're moving.
I know,
right?
it's like I'm like my legs, my feet. I can't keep them up.
Okay, what if you had a billboard? What would you put on it?
I have had a billboard.
What'd you put on it?
And I had a picture of me reading the Bible, and it said "Read every day," and it was like an advertisement from my website, because my website's Read Every Day. So
that's great.
I encourage you people to read. And
great. So you haven't actually answered that question. A lot of people haven't put a billboard out there.
Yeah.
But you've literally done.
I've had the opportunity to.
Yeah. What's your fitness routine normally? Like, what do you?
Not this. Definitely. I think I'm constantly working on my fingers because I'm typing on the computer, and a lot of exercise on my eyeballs from reading. But typically I do like yoga if I'm exercising. Am I supposed to go up again?
Yeah, we gotta go up again.
Ah!
Good. What do you keep us honest here?
I don't know how I might have to focus more on my breath.
Have you seen this meme before? You can hold that
Yes,
phone for a
I
second.
have. I'm familiar. When your boss calls on your day off, oh, you're gonna make me. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a little break. Woo!
So you had this prolific 15-year career. What's the next 15 years look like?
I think the next 15 years.
All right, I'm gonna pop this up.
Oh my God. Okay, let's see if I can try it. The next 15 years, I actually want to get into comedy.
Yeah.
Okay, I tried your 9. I want to get into comedy, I think. I want to like do a cartoon. I realize that I'm getting older. I can't do forever, and I'd rather quit before people are like, oh my God, did you see Riley Reid? Like, I think it'll leave them wanting more on a high note. So my goal is to exit and start doing like live comedy and like, touring, hopefully the world, as well as maybe getting into like TV animation and voice acting. That's my goal.
Cool, so entertainment and just broadening out. Okay, last minute, a few popcorn questions. What or who is at the top of your playlist right now?
There's a song called Views, and I can't remember who sings it, but that's what I'm listening to a lot.
What's your go-to emoji?
Probably thumbs up.
Okay, we're at 10 miles an hour. How is this feeling for you?
It feels like a lot.
Okay.
I feel like I have to focus really hard.
And then final question is, what are you dropping right now? What are you working on? What can people peep? Like, what's going on in your life that people should check out?
I have my agency, Ash Agency. I don't know, my brain can't work. Let's see. I might be doing like a body wash that I'm really excited about. I'm working on like a sex toy line that might end up in Spencer's. I had a call with Spencer's.
Nice.
The retail store, so that was really cool. I'm always kind of throwing myself in all kinds of different projects.
Amazing.
You slayed it, man. I mean, I feel like you should slay it.
I hope so.
If you didn't slay it, then it would be like, what?
Why is this my show? What am I doing? Okay, that was great. You made it like half a minute at the top speed. That's a lot more than most, especially people who don't run. Like you said, good cardio. It was a great session overall. What would you say, just like, is really interesting your background and like how you plugged into the industry. What would you say is like the most off-brand thing about you? within the industry? Like what makes you stand out maybe?
What makes me stand out? I think that one of the biggest things is that I laugh a lot in my videos. And like some of my favorite compliments from fans are like, I had to rewatch your video because I started laughing and like they lost the so they're like, they had to like start over again. And like, that's always my favorite thing, is to know that like I can bring like joy and chuckles into your life as well as like, I feel like that's what makes me different, is that like, I'm kind of funny.
Bring some levity to the situation.
Yeah, I'm like chill and easygoing, and I'm not like always being all sexy and sultry. I'm like also a little cheesy and corny.
That's what they say, is like embrace the cringe. Everything you want is on the other side of being just yourself, being cheesy, being cringe. Like don't be afraid to just let yourself be who you are.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like it's just more fun. It is more authentically me. It's the only way I don't know how to put on like that front-facing mask.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think that's probably why I'm popular, is because I smile in my videos.
Yeah. And we were talking a little bit before the cameras were rolling about what people eat or don't eat on set. And so I gotta ask you, like if you were to design an energy drink from scratch, like what would you think about as you're putting it together?
Yeah, I'm really curious about the Ketone-IQ and everything, because there's not these extra sugars and whatnot. There's so many other energy drinks that have like so much sugar.
What's
that
the
we have
what's the issue
on
with
set.
sugar?
What?
What's the issue besides like, no one wants to eat extra sugar? What's the main issue with sugar?
I mean, a lot of it is like if you're doing like if you're gonna participate in oral sex and you have a lot of sugar, you haven't brushed your teeth, you're gonna have transfers of bacteria and yeast infections.
So like if you have sugar.
Yeah, you go down on a girl and you have sugar in your mouth, you're gonna give her a yeast infection. Or if she like you and then the spit goes into her, then she's gonna get a yeast infection. But if you need that energy,
it's a great opportunity,
and there's no sugar added, I'm very curious to know. But I'm also curious, how does it affect your So I'm like, boys, let me know.
Definitely an area for further investigation. It helps a lot of other aspects of cardiovascular performance. So.
Oh, okay. It keeps your blood flowing, and that will keep your blood flowing.
And I hope a lot of people know that erectile performance is a really strong correlate for overall cardiovascular health and overall just fitness, longevity, and all that. So people can laugh all they want about, but it's actually a really good signal for overall health and well-being.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Thanks, Riley. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, leave a comment below, give Riley a follow if you're not already. See you out there. Thank you so much to Forge Boxing Club in downtown LA for hosting us. Drop them a follow as well.
Don't follow me home.